Eric Stromquist here. We're at the Belimo Platinum meeting in Aruba. I am here with Lars von der Haegen, the CEO of Belimo. So Lars, let me just start off saying, man, thanks for an awesome event.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for having me. Thanks for joining our Platinum Distributor event. You know, we have a great group of Platinum distributors that are trained and licensed to sell Belimo throughout North America. And it's just great to be together to experience the power and energy they all have and the excitement in providing, you know, Belimo products to the market.
You guys just do things right. I mean, every year the Platinum Distributor meetings in some fantastic place, and this is no exception. It's absolutely beautiful. And again, congratulations. Lars is recently the CEO of Belimo, so he moved back to Switzerland.
Exactly, yeah. Just in June I moved back to Switzerland after having been living in the US for more than 12 years in Connecticut, as you can tell from my Connecticut accent.
Yeah, yeah.
And now I'm back in Switzerland, responsible for Belimo globally, and it's exciting. Yeah. And we hope to bring more and better products to the market and to our customer base, making you know, the HVAC world even more energy efficient in the future.
Yeah, I want to talk about that a little bit. You guys, to me, seem to be inventing the future with energy valves. When I think of Belimo, I think you guys do certain things really, really well, but it seems like the trend and the theme that you guys have and really focusing on is not only making better valves, but better energy saving solutions. Everything from the energy valve to the fact that your zone type valves save money in terms of using less consumption.
Exactly, that's the point. You know, the overall trend, that's a long-term trend of energy efficiency. We use energy, you know, to cool our buildings, to heat our buildings, and we have to do this in an efficient way. We can save. There's a really big untapped potential, you know, in energy savings from buildings. And therefore we develop products that save energy, such as the energy valve that is presented on energyvalve.com. It's a valve that actually increases the delta T in buildings. You know about the delta T syndrome that we have in buildings? Are you familiar with that?
Oh yeah. You know what it's like to me, Lars? It's a little bit like you're standing at the gas station and your gas pump takes 20 gallons and you're sitting there at the car and you just got the gas pump on and the gas is just coming out of the car because the car can just take so much gas, right? Same thing with coils and buildings.
Exactly, what a great analogy. Yeah, exactly that. You know, this over pumping, and whenever I went to a job site, and I went to many job sites in my life, and looking at the delta T, it was always very small. You see a 3, 4, 5, 6 degree delta T, and it's always much smaller than it was specified. So in almost every plant you can increase the delta T and reduce the energy consumption of pumps and chillers, often by 30, 40, 50%.
Well, it's huge, and I think part of that is just inherently buildings and equipment is oversized. I mean, because, hey, if you're an engineer and you undersize something, that could be a career-ending decision. And so there's this huge in the energy valve. We are so excited about that product, Lars. It's kind of a no-brainer. You guys have got this. It's not theory; it works. People like MIT have studies, and it's great stuff there. So.
It's excellent. It simplifies really the whole process. You know, the selection of the valve, the installation, commissioning. Commissioning is challenging nowadays. You know, you look in a building, you look up, down, and you don't really know what's going on. You can't see the water or the air flowing. But now we make it transparent with an energy valve, with an app that you can look at. The internet, there's an internet browser built into the energy valve, so you can actually display the energy, see what's going on, and then also improve and optimize the plant during a continuous commissioning process.
Well, it's fantastic. Well, it is continuous commissioning, so it continues to commission. You get leads points for that. Hey, if you're a consulting engineer, if you use an energy valve, you don't really have to worry about your GPMs and your flows. That all gets done for you with the energy valve because it compensates and it saves a ton of energy. So great product here. Energyvalve.com is a great website you can go to check out. You guys have done a great job with the website there. And I wanted to shift gears a little bit, Lars, because you guys as a company, I mean, behind every great company is a great philosophy. And, you know, for everybody from Warner to Jacques now to you, I mean, you guys are just known for doing things really, really well. I mean, so what are some of the cornerstones of Belimo's philosophies? If I haven't used Belimo before, okay, and tell them about what they can expect from Belimo.
Well, one point was what we covered before was innovation. We are the innovation leader and we invest a lot in R&D. But then the key is really the operational excellence, and it all starts with the culture. You know, we have to have happy employees that we care for within the organization. If our employees are cared for, they care for the customers, right? They have to do, and therefore they are happy. You know, part of that is also the internal processes. Things have to go smooth internally. If someone orders, right, and all the process has to be really smooth, so things have to work. If they don't work, then you have tensions amongst employees, and this affects the culture in an organization. So the culture is very important, so we focus a lot on that so that we have happy employees, and we've been rated actually number 2 in the best employers in Switzerland for employees with more than 1,000 employees. And this is just one part, and with that we can then execute on things like fast lead time. You know, 80% of the product range is available immediately, basically could be shipped today. You know, so really fast lead times is a
Well, you guys do that. You put a slide up at the presentation, and basically that slide said something to the effect of, if Belimo, if there's a problem with the Belimo product, no matter where it came from, a Belimo employee is going to make it right and take care of the customer. That's something that I think is huge. Being a customer of Belimo and having customers, I mean, nobody in your company has ever said, we're not going to get involved in solving the problem. Kind of quite the opposite. I mean, anytime we've had an issue, your team has jumped on it. I mean, there's an attitude about, hey, you know, there's a pride almost about, you know, the products are great, but the support and the service are just fantastic too. So I compliment you for your leadership.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, well, we take this basically for granted. You know, we just do that. We think that's standard process, but it's probably not in general. If you sometimes look at other companies' services that you receive, but the key is also for me as the CEO, being close to customers. I'm attending many trainings, customer meetings, meet customers, because I really want to know what the issues are, and I want to have a relationship with customers so that they tell me, like Eric would tell me, if there is a problem. I need to know about any issue, and so that we can fix it, that we can make it better, so that we are the best in the industry, and the customer really is certain that he has chosen the very best provider for valves and actuators in the HVAC industry.
Well, as a customer, again, I really appreciate that attitude. You guys really listen, you get on, you take care of stuff, and I got to tell you also, for our ControlTrends community, Lars is on the nomination ballot for the ControlTrends Executive of the Year. So if you like what you see, vote for Lars, and Belimo's obviously well represented again at the ControlTrends Awards, so be sure to check your ballots for that. And also, Lars, wanted to say on behalf of the ControlTrends community, thank you very much. Belimo is again a platinum sponsor for the ControlTrends Awards, so without sort of enlightened companies like Belimo, ControlTrends Awards wouldn't happen, so we thank you for that as well, my friend.
Well, thank you, Eric, for having me on ControlTrends. Thank you very much. Thanks.
You're welcome anytime, Lars.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lars van der Haegen, Belimo. Check them out. EnergyValve.com and Belimo.com. You can go USA or Europe. You guys are all over the world.
Sure. Thanks for listening. Thank you.
Awesome.